How much is it going to cost you to start your own Airbnb business, or as Ty Lopez likes to call it, a home sharing management company? Well, in today's video, I'll be giving you a quick breakdown of what it cost me to get this place up and going and how long it took me to get it listed. What's going on, guys? My name is Robert. I'm currently in my Airbnb right now. We have a guest checking in about 2 hours, but I'm gonna film a quick video for you guys just going over the breakdown of how much it cost me to get this place up and going. So right off the bat, I'm gonna just make one thing clear. I don't own this property. I'm doing rental arbitrage, and I have a written agreement with the landlord allowing me to host in this property. And therefore, my startup costs are completely different than someone who is going out and actually purchasing a home for the purpose of hosting Airbnbs. So realistically, most of you guys watching this video, you guys don't have the money to go out and start buying 6, 7 properties. So what you guys just witnessed was a guest showed up 2 hours early and we were still in the property being procrastinators, just chilling. We weren't really, the property wasn't all the way cleaned yet. It was me and my fiance there. He ended up showing up early, which is completely okay, but he had our check-in instructions already sent to him. So he had the code, he entered the house, and it was cool. I mean, he was a really nice guy. But yeah, you guys just witnessed that firsthand. I don't like interacting with my guests simply because our home is self-check-in, and most people that book self-check-in homes prefer not to interact with anybody. We ended up just chatting a little bit, and he went on his way to grab some food before he checked in at the right check-in time. I'm simply going to be breaking down the startup costs for me, and I know the startup costs in my scenario are going to be completely different from somebody who already owns a property or from somebody who's actually purchasing a property for this business. I'm doing rental arbitrage. It's probably the lowest level of entry when you want to start using home sharing websites, and it's the easiest way to get started, especially for people who don't have tons of cash sitting around. So right from the start, I met with the landlord, we set up an agreement, and I ended up paying first month's rent and a $500 security deposit. Fortunate enough for me, it was a really nice landlord. I ended up spending about $1,300 on the first day that I signed my lease agreement. Now moving forward, my next step was actually furnishing it and getting it ready for home sharing websites. And what that consists of, if the property is just bone stock empty, you want to get in there and pretty much furnish the entire property, include anything that you need to live on a day-to-day basis. And that includes a fully stocked kitchen, a fully stocked bathroom, a fully stocked laundry. You don't want to miss on any of these little details because they end up improving your listing quality and you'll make more money having a solid listing that way. So my furniture strategy was really effective. I went to Facebook Market and Craigslist and I found really cheap furniture. I didn't go out and buy brand new furniture just because that is more money, right? That makes a lot of sense for some of you. If you have a really, high taste in quality products, you might want to go out and buy furniture, finance it or whatever. For most people, having a lower cost means you can see your ROI faster, and that makes people happy. So overall, I think on furniture, I spent about $1,000, and on decorating the property, which I mentioned in a video that I made in the past, I chose like a tropical theme for that property. I ended up spending about $600 on live plants, which I don't recommend for anyone because live plants are hard to keep alive, surprisingly. Now I think a couple of them have already died, and moving forward I'll be buying fake plants for cheaper. Regardless, the live plants and all the amenities ended up costing me about $2,500, give or take. That stuff is expensive if you've never purchased it for a home. It all adds up. So right from the start, in the first 2 weeks, I'm sitting at $3,800 of startup costs. It took me about 2 weeks to get the place listed on Airbnb and VRBO, and moving forward, everything else that you have to consider for expenses like utilities, internet, and trash service, these are all monthly expenses that are reoccurring. So I did not mention the reoccurring expenses as startup costs simply because they charge you at the end of the month. So the internet, the trash service, and the utilities, they billed me at the end of the month when I had already made my money and I had money to pay for those without going out of pocket. Right from the start, you guys can see that it's not the most expensive way to start real estate cash flow, and it's also not the cheapest way. Actually, it probably is the cheapest way because I don't even know of any other way you can start doing this in a cheaper manner. So for those of you who have a few $1,000s laying around and you want to start making real hard cash in real estate, this is definitely something you guys can consider. If any of you guys want to watch my journey and watch me acquire more properties as this year develops and as this year goes on, then be sure to hit the subscribe button because my goal by the end of the year is 6 properties. I've mentioned this before, and I really think that is setting the bar kind of low. 6 is a conservative number for me, and if I can get more, by all means, I will be acquiring more of these properties. So if you want to see the whole process of me, finding the property for rent or for lease, going out and closing it with the landlord, doing everything it takes to get the place listed within a week or two because you want to make sure that you're listing as fast as possible so you're not spending money out of pocket for rent. and just watching me build a real estate empire with an Airbnb, then be sure to stick around. I would love to have you guys here. And I'm just an average dude. I don't want to seem like I'm any better than any of you guys, because in all reality, I'm not. I want to show you guys that this is possible for anybody. So if a guy like me can go out and scale this business and end up acquiring multiple rental income properties at a young age, any of you guys can as well. Like the video and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified when I upload my next video. And with that being said, I hope you guys stick around for this journey, and I'll see you guys all next time.